Hey, what's up? It's This Will Hurt You More Than Us, an episode overdue by a month. This is hosted by the Kevin Nash and Scott Hall podcasts. I like that.
So some people kind of like us and we hardly ever show up.
Yeah. We do a job where it's totally phoning in.
Yeah, when we finally come back, we injure ourselves.
Totally. No, you would be the Scott Hall, because Kevin Nash is older, I think, and he's also an alcoholic.
Yeah, and Kevin Nash would remember when he finally came back when they tried to resurgence NWO and he just blew his knee out as soon as he stepped in the ring?
Yeah, Kevin Nash tore his quad in a tag match.
It was a triple threat tag match.
It was terrible.
Yep. The second he stepped into the ring, he blew his knee.
He wasn't tagged in at first, I remember. And then when he tagged in...
No, yeah, he was... Because they were using it as like a build-up. He's finally going to return back to the ring. And then the second he stepped in, tried to run across the fucking ring and blew his knee.
Yeah, and he ruined the Summer of Punk storyline. He just showed up and there was supposedly a text message where Triple H told him to take out whoever won. But the text message was secretly sent by Kevin Nash on Triple H's phone to him. It was so fucking stupid.
Right.
But
I never fucking CM Punk anyway.
Man, me neither. He just returned, and apparently he got really booed in one of the towns. I mean, of course, they had the first episode of the new show. They made a brand new show that they went and trademarked called Collision, but they accidentally sent in the wrong misspelling. They added an L to Collision.
Collision.
So it was a Collision. And then they had to redo it, and that show is specifically just to put CM Punk on to keep away the Elite, which is the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega.
Okay.
Yeah, so they had to do a hard brand split, so they're doing the WWE shit.
Wow.
Yeah, they're releasing Fight Forever, their game, and it's got apparently a bunch of WWE shit that is literally their wrestlers' intros and stuff.
A video game?
Yeah, a video game. It's going to be a dope video game. It's more arcade style.
So backyard wrestling?
Kind of, but it's professional, and it's got
But it's professional.
Yeah, that game was so ghetto as fuck.
It was
it was put together in someone's fucking garage.
It was like the people that got fired from making Def Jam.
Yeah, exactly.
Were hired to make backyard wrestling.
Cheers, everybody. Shout out to the submerged people who probably died yesterday.
I feel bad for the fucking 19-year-old kid, man.
It's a submersible. They couldn't come up. We don't know.
No,
they found pieces of it near the Titanic.
Yeah, and they figured out they know what happened.
Yeah, they know
they're releasing the little. It imploded. They know it imploded.
The Coast Guard said they think it exploded or imploded. Yeah.
No, I feel bad for the 19-year-old kid because it was 4 billionaires and one of the billionaires' son, and that billionaire, his son didn't want to go.
Yeah.
And he talked him into going. And then they all died, which is real fucked up because once the hull is breached, it all the oxygen is immediately sucked out of the cabin, right?
Yeah.
Which means all of the air gets sucked out of their lungs first, and then their lungs collapse. I mean, it all happens.
Well, they expand and then collapse.
No, this is.
Oh, that's different. That's space.
That's decompression sickness. That's decompression sickness. No, that's if you come up too fast.
Yeah.
But no, these guys were just crushed.
Yeah.
All the oxygen was sucked out of their bodies and out of the fucking tank in an instant. They were piloting it with a 2-star Logitech controller.
Oh my god! You don't even use a Sidewinder as a joke.
Right, I'm serious. It was a Logitech controller.
Oh my god!
To the point that the Logitech CEO or whatever, he made a video. It's look, my name's Dave Logitech, I guess.
Dave Logitech.
Yeah. Don't use our controllers to pilot submarines.
Yeah. It's a submersible. It's not a submarine.
They're not made for that.
Yeah, they're not. They're made for giving to your little brother.
Do yourself a favor and look up the Amazon reviews.
Of
that controller specifically.
Oh God,
it talks about connectivity issues and keeps dropping.
Oh God. Oh man, there was another accident too. A fishing vessel.
Shit was made of PVC.
Off the side, yeah, I know. Off the side of Greece, off the side of the coast of Greece. Greased? Greece.
Grease lightning.
Yeah. You remember when I used to be greasy? Oh, yeah. I had some greasy hair when I had a ponytail. Anyways, shut the fuck up.
The nice sheen coming off you right now.
Hey, I am sweaty and I've been building fucking IKEA Build-A-Bear fucking furniture all day.
Can't build a shelf.
You just question my manhood right in front of everybody. But no, there's a fishing vessel off the coast of Greece that had 700 people go down with it. And they've only counted 104 survivors so far. What the fuck were 700 people doing on a fishing vessel? Fishing, I assume.
Where was it coming from?
Off the coast of Greece.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it was coming from Greece. I don't know. I don't know the country of origin.
They were more than likely being escorted out of the country to another country, kind of like a coyote. Maybe.
I don't know. The only thing I know about fishing is like the month that I binge watched the series on Deadly Sketch. Like, oh no, what's Captain Phil gonna do now? His sons are being dickheads.
The only thing I know about fishing is that one crab show I watched.
Yeah, and I'm allergic to seafood, like 100%.
Yeah, no, the 700 people on a fishing vessel kind of really sounds like that they were.
Yeah, it sounds suspect.
They were
smuggling people.
Yeah, they were seeking respite.
Yeah, refugees. Man, okay.
Refuge.
So I had a guy who contacted me. He wanted some work for one of his projects that he was putting out. And I'm not going to say anything that'll give any details that'll give information about him.
Sex pills.
But I immediately, he tried to dick me down on my price, which is already below market standard.
I said sex pills.
Yeah, shut up. But my prices are well below market standard for professionals. And I do have 25 fucking years experience. I am a professional. And he immediately invoked the name of Fiverr trying to dick down my price.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm sorry, I want nothing to do with this project, and do not put my name anywhere near this project, or I might have to do litigation.
Right.
Because I don't want to be associated with a project that you believe you can put out, make successful, and invest no time, effort, money, or anything into.
Say project one more time.
Project. I mean, literally, okay, think about the difference between Drake and his team, and then that goes out after how much work and time and effort he puts into it. And then afterwards, there's even more through the PR team and promotion. Whatever. And that this guy just wants to be a local rapper, puts Xbox original microphone on, records a song in one take, puts it out on SoundCloud, and wants to be famous. That's the difference of hiring me or Fiverr. Like, that's what I was telling him. And he was like, no, it's going to be successful. And I was like, yeah, what you're doing is called entitlement. You believe you're going to succeed just because
you feel like you deserve it.
Yeah, you feel like you deserve it, and you feel like, oh, everybody's going to support me, all my friends, all my family. No, they're not. That is the hardest thing to do, is to get your friends and family to support your projects. It's easier to get people on the internet who don't know you.
I don't know. When I was a rapper, most of my fans were.
Yeah, they were. We had buildings packed, and like Psycho Stick came next door from their show and was like, we didn't have anybody there. So they came and chilled with us.
Sounded good over here, so we were like, wow.
Yeah. I had a thought about, this is a podcast where we have no segues. I hope you know that by now. I had a thought about all the AI we have.
That was a segue.
Yeah, that was what I was doing. You didn't have to point it out, god damn it. Jokes are funnier when you explain them, as quoted by Brad. But no. I had an idea about all the AI. Like, we're using them for deepfake porns. We're using them for pictures and video algorithm automation and making them. And then, like, for fucking script writing, could we make any of them to do, like, fix the hole in the ozone layer, or fix all the plastic in the ocean, or one of these things? Just one. Just one.
No, yes, see, they did that, and then all of them ended up with all humanity needs to die.
Probably. Yeah. Asimov's rule of robotics.
Asimov's 3 rules of robotics.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. Although, okay, we have talked about how
Asimov's.
We've talked about how I believe specifically that school or colleges will be phased out by like 50 years from now. By now, by 25 to 50 years, colleges will be not a thing.
Yeah, because there will be a great war and everyone would need to learn to trade.
They have invented what's going to replace it. And both Republicans and Democrats.
Huh? Google?
Yeah, Google. They have Democrats and Republicans universally agreed on and passed it.
No shit.
Yes, a school where teachers won't be taught or teachers will not be paid and students get no tuition. It's in free. And all they're doing is hiring teachers who are still in the process of becoming teachers and need the real world experience.
So like a trade school.
So like a trade school, but trade schools still are for profit.
Right, but they don't like a lot of times TAs are coming in to teach the classes to not get paid.
But they still have
getting like college credit.
Yeah, but they still have the real teacher there, which is the problem. But this school is going to run on specifically teachers not getting paid, but getting the experience. So it's always going to be a ever revolving door of teachers. So even if you get a shitty one who doesn't do a good job,
right,
or is just particularly a dick to you,
right,
it's going to be 6 months before they're gone anyways.
Right.
So it's a great idea. Like, this was a fucking ingenious idea, and the government, both the right and the left idiots, came together and voted it without any issue.
Right.
It is surprising because usually whenever we do something positive for this country, either it is a hyper-focused mess of people screaming at each other, or it is filled with so much red tape that it doesn't become anything besides a long, drawn-out process that eventually becomes outdated and antique by the time it's passed.
Outdated and antiquated.
Antiquated. Before it gets passed.
Right.
So, like, we're successfully doing something. And I feel like it's one more step closer to just colleges going, bye-bye, fuckheads. Because the longer we go, the more government grants and the cheaper their job becomes to do, and the more they charge us.
Right.
Because they're scared. They know. They're fucking freaking out.
Ain't nobody scared of anybody. Government ain't scared of us.
I'm scared of the
system ain't scared of its puppets.
You notice the influx of... like on social media, everyone knows that like the transgender community and the LGBT community just in general, like every post seems to be about something related to that.
Right.
And then there's a huge, like it's growing every day. The more I flick through, the more it's that community and then the community that pose some of their more aggressive methods of attaining their goals.
Right.
And it like the other day, just every other it was blowing up the whole social media. My whole social media post, and I can't get online anymore. I can't because I'm literally being either told that I can't call someone, I have to call someone what they want while they call me what they want.
Right.
And then the other one is just telling me how everybody's out to get me, and the other one's just talking about guns, and then that's it. That's all that I have on my YouTube media now. And it's like, Jesus.
I have a lot of like how to grow mushrooms and...
Well, that and Theo Von podcasts.
Yeah.
And Joe Rogan. Which you think by now Joe Rogan's head would be as big as my dad's?
I don't know. I feel like he only works out his head.
No, he's got an impressively weird looking six pack.
Oh no, he's one of the most athletic people on the planet. There's some
videos of him doing those freeze baths. Ugh.
Well, and there's also like multiple of the like world's top fighters will say that Joe Rogan has the best spinning back kick of all time.
Yeah, dude, you've seen a video of it? It's scary. I would hate to be kicked by that train.
Who knew that the guy who hosted Fear Factor that I watched go bald live on television would turn out to be one of the baddest dudes on the planet?
There was a clue on Fear Factor. I remember the episode where the guy...
I ate donkey dick and swallowed a whole bunch of protein powder and I cured COVID.
He did say that.
Something about elk dick or meat.
Yeah, and doing a job of like reversing COVID shit.
Elk meat was just a euphemism for penis.
But there was an episode of Fear Factor where like a wife and a husband was fighting, and then the guy didn't like Joe Rogan like protecting the wife and got in his face.
Joe Rogan took him down.
Took him down like one fucking front face headlock quick.
Yeah.
And like if he had just held on to it for like a few more seconds, brain damage.
Guy would have been out.
Yeah, just crazy fucking about. Okay, that's my bad. I accidentally hit gently the enter button. It didn't even activate the fucking mechanical keyboard, but yeah.
No matter how professional we seem.
I had an idea of doing we don't seem professional in any way. That's why we call ourselves professional amateurs.
Yep.
Yeah. But I wanted to do a TikTok the other day. I was like, talking about how he spent, like, I was like, he wanted to blow off some steam, so he spent most of the time in my closet, as you do. But then he found Sean.
I did
with his legs bound.
I did find Sean.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I guess that's just. I accept it.
Yeah.
I was like, someone should there should be a governing body to protect that kind of situation from happening because I didn't even know he was missing.
Right.
For those of you that don't know, we're talking about the Cabbage Patch version of my son. I had him since I was 4, and it's like he's named. I named my son after my Cabbage Patch Kid because I wanted to be a kid father ever since I was like 4 years old. Because I'm one of those weird guys.
Yeah, and I remembered what it was named. I was like, hey, I found Sean.
I mean, it's easy to remember that name.
Yeah.
But yeah. But you had known about Sean for years.
Right.
But I wanted to be a father ever since I was 4 years old. I was the only guy in my entire 4 years of high school that did the child development courses. And I got certificates on how to help with child development and mental health care because I knew that I had mental health issues. Yeah. Because you remember, right out of high school, I was doing as much as I could. I was doing the comedy, doing TKC.
He just always wanted to be able to be the kettle that calls the pot black, you know?
What?
He just always wanted to be like, well, fucking, you got problems when you have the same problems in your head.
No, that's not at all.
Made him feel better about himself.
You dick. Totally cancel out all of everything. No. He knows. I just wanted to be able to help them. I wanted to give them more of a leg up than I had in the 80s when we were all guinea pigs.
Right.
90% of us have even worse health issues because of medication we took that they didn't test and rushed out to meet the sudden influx of mental health care problems.
Right.
Because, our parents were the baby boomers who got to graduate high school, barely have a job and have a house, a car, drink, and not chronically, chain smoke, and just fucking ruin themselves, and then have us.
I just had an idea.
What?
Now that we're videotaping the recordings, recording the recordings, we should learn Morse code, how to do it with blinks.
Yeah,
and then leave little things in there, You
are reading Morse code.
He leaves me locked in this basement until we record every month.
I sent him a video of...
The reason we haven't been recording is because I was in the hospital from his last beating.
I broke his femur. Didn't I send you a video of me opening the package that was that stupid closet thing I had? Yeah. And I was like, I sent him another message afterwards. I was like, by the way, that's a closet, not a sex dungeon that I may put you in.
Yeah.
He did not respond.
Yeah.
But that's not unusual.
To be fair, I normally don't respond.
That's okay. Those messages you sent me what was it? Some cats are allergic to humans.
Right.
And then that was right after something else you had discovered and were excited about. So you messaged me and I was like, I woke up because I was sleeping and I'm like,
hamsters can't get drunk.
What? I don't think that was it. Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, that went in one ear and out the other. Oh, man. Dude, I told him about it. I don't think I mentioned on the podcast. The kids in my area are they've developed a little group where they're hanging out together at an excessive rate, nonstop. They're always you don't never see one alone.
Hoodlums.
You see, these hoodlums, get off my lawn. No, they're riding their bikes, and all of these bikes, their seats are up to my neck.
Right.
And I'm they've got to be going by a curb and getting a running head start before they jump up there, because there's no way they're getting. It's literally up to their fucking nipples.
It reminds me of remember those old educational Disney cartoons where it'd be like, this is how you drive, and it'd be Goofy driving real bad. Yeah. And then one time he was on a bike and the seat was just
it's like that. Yeah. But I came out of the Royal Farms and they kept saying something like they were talking to a guy named Gavin, so I just kept going. I didn't think they were talking to
Gavin?
Me. Yeah.
Gavin! Has anyone seen Gavin?
Now I'm trying to think of the Fallout guy.
Gavin!
Gary!
Now there's a guy in Red Dead 2 running around looking for Gavin.
Oh yeah, I didn't play that game. Although that game, I watched him play it, and that game has a special kind of fucked up. And I'm afraid
yeah.
it's just well, I guess that happened.
Yeah.
That's his attitude for getting assaulted.
Yeah, I got raped once in that game.
I was held in a dungeon and raped, and then
And he said,
now on to robbing this train.
"You struggled, boy, and you lost."
Oh my god!
And then I passed out.
All right, so we got to talk about it. Wait, before I talk about that. Yeah, so they were trying to talk to me like I was Gavin, and finally I looked over and I was like, "Who the fuck are you talking to?"
Gavin.
Then they were like, "You're Gavin, right?" And then just started talking. I was like, "No, I'm not Gavin. Now leave me alone."
Yeah, I am Gavin. Let's work out this budget.
Yeah, do you have those reports I asked for? No, they were like, one kid said something about jerking off under his breath, and I was like, "Yeah, that was a little sus." And no means no. I don't care what you say. You can reverse pedo, okay?
What if he was just calling you a jerk off?
No, he was talking about it.
No.
Yeah, like he was. I don't know. Was he telling me what his style of it was? I don't know. But I definitely felt violated, and like I needed some personal space.
Yeah, I feel like adults used to yell at us for similar things when we were in public.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we had
Used to walk around like singing sugar ball or super balls.
Yeah,
Big Daddy J violence super ball.
Or
that wasn't enough. We don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, it wasn't 15 seconds. Don't hit us with a copyright strike. Lovely. But we'd also like stare at the sky. So like when we were in a group of people, we just look up. What is that? And like wait until everybody else is looking and confused and just staring up the sky and just walk away.
Yeah.
Just walk away, disappear like Batman mid conversation with Gordon.
Try and go into the closest like door.
Yeah. We sneak down the hallway and disappear like
behind a tree.
No idea why. Or just slap things out of people's hands and tell them it might have AIDS on it.
Yeah.
Like, we were assholes.
Well, drop it. It might be hot.
Yeah. Oh, there was that one too.
Drop it, it's hot. And then it got evolved into drop it, it's got AIDS on it.
I like how we had the balls to act like we hated being popular. We would go to the mall where we knew everyone would be. Yep. And would want to be entertained by two people who love being funny. And, then we'd act like annoyed. We're annoyed by this. Oh my God, we just came to hang out with me and him and walk outside. And,
because we would get enough of it after.
Yeah, it'd take 10 minutes, man.
And it's like, all right, I've had my fill. I've had the attention that I was seeking. I now need Taco Bell and SmackDown for 6 hours.
That was just one match.
Just bring it or know your role.
Yeah, just bring it, absolutely. Or the very first SmackDown versus Raw. Or No Mercy on N64 at your house.
Yeah, No Mercy was.
Oh man,
yeah.
I was never a Nintendo guy. Like I had the original Nintendo because I'm 100,000 years old, and you can carbon date me by the circles in my body if you cut me in half. But please don't. But we would play Nintendo 64 at his house, and I'd never had one or played it. But when we played No Mercy, holy shit, I love that game.
Such a fun, one of the best wrestling video games.
Absolutely.
Ever.
When WWE started going off the same engine WCW was using for their games, it was great. Especially since WCW released Backstage Assault, and there was no fucking ring in a wrestling game. No ring in a wrestling game.
Well, they did have WCW versus NWO
That
Revenge.
was a good game.
And then they had World Tour. I'm pretty sure it's called World Tour.
No, there was another one they had that was named after one of their pay-per-views. I can't remember.
They had Havoc. No. WWF had it In Your House. That was an older one.
Yeah, that was the older pay-per-views they did when they started actually adding more.
Right.
Because
In Your House.
Because they only had WrestleMania, and then they did Survivor Series to get rid of WCW's StarCast. Or whatever it's called, and they did that specifically so that they could threaten pay-per-view providers.
Radical.
So that they wouldn't carry WCW, and like it was just Vince swinging his balls once again.
Fucking totally tubular.
Tubular, dad. Speaking of that, Ninja Turtles, man. I cannot wait to see that movie. I'm not gonna see it in theaters, but
shit looks fat.
Shit looks dope.
Looks boss.
I would not go see that in the theaters because it definitely would look like a pedophile just sitting there by myself watching that, but.
It's not all that in a bag of chips.
I think he's broken. I need to put more batteries in him or something.
I've only said 90s like terms for the last like minute and a half.
It's just, oh shit, he's stuck on nostalgic. Just smack him upside the head.
Yeah, the string in the back gets stuck every once in a while.
Yeah, he's like the fucking...
He gets hooked on this chair with no armrest.
I took them off because they were fucking inward for some reason. They were... Those are the ones that you pulled out of the closet when you forcibly cleaned out the closet.
Can I pull out my gun?
Oh my God. I'm gonna shoot someone.
Now Tom Cruise in the closet.
I love that episode, and it was like a beautiful song.
Tom, come out of the
closet.
I
don't wanna.
I'm not in here though. but I'm not in here.
It's hilarious. John Travolta, like the only one that gets pissed off at that. And George Clooney did a dog.
But John Travolta comes up and he goes in the closet. He's like, "Hey, it's nice in here."
Yeah, this is a perfect impression of him. I was loving it. Yeah, did you hear about them trying to do Face Off 2?
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo.
Joke is never gonna get old, Brad. Never gonna get old.
Nope.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would look pretty cool. Is it?
I don't think I'd watch it. I don't think
wise, but
I don't think it would work well now, especially with Nicolas Cage being on the downswing of his career and not a great actor anymore. He's got some stuff left. I think he did well in movies lately, but I don't think he's the same national treasure star anymore. I don't.
Excuse me.
I know. Shoot me.
No, the only reason you like not the same national treasure star is because the man got lost all of his fucking money.
I know,
and then just accepted every single role that was ever thrown at him, which turned out some of the weirdest fucking movies and some of the most beautiful gems.
I love the movie where he's like fixing this. It's like a Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's called Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah, it was amazing.
He does not have a single line.
Nope, just drinks
in the whole movie.
Massive
and
badass.
He just fucks everything up.
It is insane.
That's like I saw that they're making like a Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And I said,
that's ripping off Willy's Wonderland.
They already made it. And Willy's Wonderland was fantastic.
It was a masterpiece.
That's his magnum opus.
Yeah. Screw national.
Except for his the most recent one where it was just him making fun of himself.
Yeah, that was good too.
The unbearable weight of extreme talent or something. All
right. Speaking of movies, I do not like Ezra Miller at all. And spoiler warnings. I'm not gonna mention anything about the fucking the storyline or any spoilers about the end of it or anything. But the opening sequence to The Flash is basically them telling you, hey, forget about everything Ezra Miller did wrong and the piece of shit he is. Just remember, that's going to get us canceled. Yeah. Listen, I refuse to do anything someone who's a piece of shit wants me to do. Yeah, okay? So that's just me following my trend. It's not me attacking that specifically. Anyways, the sequence is like, hey, remember the Flash is a hero? So he's basically doing the Justice League's dirty work.
Right.
Yeah. Batman's too busy chasing out someone who's got a chemical in a little vial that could destroy half of America's population.
Sounds about right.
Wonder Woman is like doing some kind of Lara Croft shit. And I guess Aquaman and the rest of the team just doesn't exist. And there's no body of water nearby. So they couldn't call him.
No more Cyborg.
Yeah, Cyborg just, he's getting some, he's running a diagnostic. But, so, it's this huge, I think it was an earthquake. I couldn't tell exactly what was happening because the CGI was fucking horrifying.
Yeah, like I said the other day.
It was unfinished, yeah.
I heard it was an unfinished movie.
Yeah, well, there are sequences where he's going so fast. He does this thing where he goes, when he's starting to take off. And I think he's trying to do the Speedy Gonzalez thing.
Right.
He's not doing very well because he's slow when he does it.
I think it's a speed skater thing.
Yeah. And not only that, but he's got a calorie counter in the beginning of the scene that makes you think okay, so this is going to be an important part of the storyline. They're not going to feature something that hinders his performance unless later in the movie it's something he needs to overcome. That's a plot device.
Yeah, it's Chekhov's gun.
Yeah, exactly. Did not come in. It did not have anything to do with any storyline or even get mentioned again at all. except one scene where some of the other version of the Flash ran into that problem because he wasn't informed of it. Okay, but this scene is the east wing of a hospital is falling off. Okay, and it's in New York City, so it was built on top, but on the side, upward, because that's how New York builds, upward. So, and they do it forever because the mafia still runs the fucking construction companies over there. Anyways, and in the east wing is like a front facing of the building, and it was built upward, and it just so happens it contains the infant ward. So, of course, there's a sequence, a shot in We Wish We Were Marvel's Quicksilver slow-mo copycat.
Right.
Okay, it's like if you bought this version of a transition effect at Wish.com. Okay, there are 6 babies falling from this thing in the air, just slow-mo little beings that have faces that are nightmare fuel, and then there's a nurse who is in real time, like, acting in reaction of everything.
Right.
And it's just, obviously, she would be falling too fast, and we don't have a fucking brain that processes thoughts that fast.
They should have had the song "It's Raining Men."
I don't remember what was playing in the background, but I was too, like, staring at the screen like, please, God, do not let this be the rest of the fucking film. Like, because the Flashpoint Paradox is one of my favorite storylines of DC Comics history.
Fuck DC movies.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I mean, I say fuck every DC movie before James Gunn took over. I'm gonna give James Gunn a chance.
They haven't made a good DC movie since the Dark Knight series.
Yeah.
And even the last one.
Even the last one was shit. I fell asleep in it.
Like, it was kind of shit, to be honest.
I think everybody contributes that trilogy as like a masterpiece, and it's only the Dark Knight.
Right.
Batman Begins is mid. Like, it's a good movie.
It's mid, bro. No.
It's a good movie, but it is not, the best comic book film adaptation of all time.
Right.
Which is Batman fucking Dark Knight. Like, everything just came together in that film. And even it's got some plot holes. But fucking Heath Ledger's performance, he went so far. Like, he heard everybody going, he's going to be terrible, Joker.
Right.
He's going to be terrible. And he was like, fuck you, I'm going to put everything. Fuck you, I'm going to put everything I have into this. And he killed it. And it killed him. Well, not really. But he did a wonderful job. But that movie, you're that angry at that?
No, I just wanted to pretend. Well, now my headphones are fucked up, so let's take a break.
All right, sounds good. We'll be right back. You won't even notice. I told you a little minute about a text about it the other day. Someone tried to fucking run me off the road. He tried to T-bone me with a U-Haul truck. I was driving on the road where Fort Smallwood turns into Pennington.
Right.
And he was coming from the area where the Get Air is. Or not Get Air. Get Air.
Mm-hmm.
And he ran that red light just as I was going under it. And he just about hit me. So I went on the other side of the road. The guy behind me saw it. And you could tell he was like, holy shit. Because his face was like, oh. And he waved me because he was like, okay, yeah, you're fine to get in front of me like that. And then the guy behind me was on my ass the entire time. And we know that the road that I was on is very pothole heavy, like seriously fucked up.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it'll fuck your car up if you're doing more than 25 miles an hour.
Yeah, you gotta actively avoid those potholes.
Yeah, you gotta actively avoid the potholes and the train tracks that go over that road. There is no warning or no sign, and it is like 3 inches higher than the rest of the road.
No, I was driving on that road with John one day and we blew a tire.
Yeah. If you live here long enough, you blow a tire on Pennington.
Yep.
Or you bottom out. But I was doing like 30 because this guy was on my ass, and then ahead of me, there's the 2 lanes, and they both turn right because it ends the one way, or starts the one way on that road. But he was behind me honking and on my ass, and ahead of us was a truck that was overloaded, so he was driving even slower so that nothing came out of the back of his truck.
Right.
And, blocked us both. So I went around him, and I was like, all right, that'll give me a reprieve from this asshole. Nope, he was on me again. So I slowly went to the turn and waited for him to turn because I was afraid he might go straight and hit me again.
Right.
So I let him go in front of me. What did he do? He was slamming on his brakes. I could tell he was like hooping and hollering because you could see his hand like hanging out the window and shit. And then he fucking pulled over on the side of the road, got out of his car like he was challenging me to fight. And I'm like, you tried to kill me,
right?
Like, what the fuck did I do?
It's the fucking
the mentality. I can't be wrong,
right?
Like I'm impervious to flaws. I am perfected. I'm perfect.
Right. Now I'm owed an apology from everyone.
I'm owed an apology for almost T-boning you and ending your life.
I'm white and I didn't deserve this.
90% of social media posts.
Yep.
I'm oppressed in this way or that way. Or I'm a victim. Oh my God.
As we talk about the men as victims.
Huh?
So we often talk about men being victims.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And happy Men's Mental Health Month and Pride Month. Cheers, everybody.
Hashtag white girl problems.
Yeah. You know, we don't need a month, but we would like to be recognized and not just completely just ran over. I mean, it's not like they're doing... Pride Month didn't come here on purpose to do that. That was Bill Clinton and Obama setting it. But, you know, can we get like a day?
Well,
we don't talk about our mental health.
Dax did put out that song. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I heard that one. And the alcohol song he did was pretty good, too.
Yeah. I just... I like his raps better. The song has a good message.
Yeah, he does.
When he sings, he uses a whole lot of auto-tune.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. There's a video.
I feel you. You know, I was a decent rapper as far as being able to stay on beat and you know, maintaining a flow, but I can't sing for shit.
Yeah.
Auto-tune the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I wouldn't even try. Besides, my voice is never the same twice.
No.
I fucked my voice up when I was younger.
Yeah, it's
a lot of fucking drugs.
It's like the snowflakes.
No. Cheers. The Unabomber died in June 10th.
Oh, good.
Yeah, fuck you, buddy.
Good for him.
Yeah, I didn't say unalive either. You fucking died, you piece of shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I did it again.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was frozen. I stopped.
He's not a live human being. This is a CGI version of the first episode of Black Mirror's new season.
I am
fucking amazing.
I am an incredible deep fake. I am actually one of his dogs.
We're putting down one of them soon. It's fucked up to laugh about because he just mentions that like
which one?
Johnny. I mean, you know for a fact that dog is miserable. He's like probably 30 pounds overweight for a dog.
Folks, I'm being replaced.
We're not getting a new dog.
Called me. He just told me he's going to kill me.
You heard it here first, folks. Oh man. Okay, so we talked about this before. The guy who's playing Kang the Conqueror.
Mm.
So apparently there's new evidence. Police body cam, photos, eyewitness testimony.
Nice.
He's 100% guilty. Or not guilty, innocent.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, it was disproven and everything.
What was he charged with again?
Like, assault and, like
disorderly conduct.
And disorderly conduct. The body cam shows the footage of the cops talking about, well, how'd this black man afford this nice place?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. It's not even like we can spin this to be racist. It's 100% obvious.
Look, any of these cops that are out nowadays are around our age, so they should have seen the movie Crash. That exactly happened in that movie.
Right.
Howard.
Right.
That's
a good movie, too.
Was it Jada Pinkett that got diddled?
I think it was. No. I don't know.
No.
I don't remember that movie. No, it was Gabrielle Union.
No, it wasn't Gabrielle Union either.
Maybe that's just because I'm dreaming of it.
It was Gamora.
It was Gamora, okay.
It was Gamora.
Yeah, it was Gamora. I don't know her name either.
Pretty sure.
But on the flip side of that, Danny Masterson, he got found guilty of one of his firsts. And he's got like 3 or 4 charges.
Of his firsts.
Yeah, he's got 3 or 4 charges. Apparently, that guy was a big, giant piece of shit.
Yeah, big old rapist piece of shit.
Yep, which is crazy because, you know, you live long enough, all of your heroes or your favorite actors and fucking athletes or people that make your like favorite shows just become fucking pieces of shit.
You give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach a man to fish, eventually becomes a pedophile.
That's a fucking proverb nightmare.
I think Sun Tzu said that.
Sun Tzu said everything. He's contributed to saying everything, and probably wasn't even real.
No, you're thinking of Confucius.
No,
I'm
Sun
thinking of
Tzu.
Sun Tzu. The
His name literally means the author or something like that, and it was transferred, not transferred. It was confused in its translation, and it was literally just means like warrior or something like that.
also like the Bible.
Yeah, like the Bible. 100% fictional story of the Bible is. But and also it's been like lost in translation a billion times. Like
I can take like 2 steps on water before I fall through. Does that make me part Jesus?
I actually need to see that. Like I'm gonna take you out to a lake and not gonna drown you or anything. It's gonna be hard to have him out there. He might buffer a little.
What are the
I'll have to have a 5
What are
feet
the
connection.
technicalities of water to wine? Can I fill a water cooler with wine, and is that turning water to wine?
If you tell a white bitch it is,
Yeah.
you just gotta make sure you tell her, and then it's back.
All right. What if I piss off a white bitch by filling a thing of boxed wine with spring water?
That I believe that's a court defense that lets him get away with manslaughter.
It's that new non-carbonated sparkling water.
Non-carbonated sparkling water. I like that. That was good. Oh man. So
Don't worry, you got to drink over a gallon in less than a half an hour for it to take effect. Please don't do that. I don't want anyone's cells to explode. You'll die.
you'll die. You will die if you drink too much water.
That was a joke. Me saying have this white lady kill herself.
Yeah. We've been canceled like 3 times in this.
So I'm sorry. Kill herself.
So good segue. Linus stepped down from being CEO of Linus Media Group.
Yeah.
We thought he released that episode where he was thinking about retiring, and like a lot of YouTubers sent videos of them crying about it and stuff because he was like inspiration. But he's not retiring. He's stepping down from CEO because he saw himself being unable to do both good content and a good host and a good YouTuber and also running the business side of it. So he hired his old boss from whatever it was, NCS, and the guy from Corsair, and now he's the CEO.
Will he get to take his blanket with him, and will he still see the Great Pumpkin?
Okay, it took the Great Pumpkin for me to catch the reference.
That's why I did the blanket first. Yeah. I was mulling it over in my head.
You know, and I'm not a peanuts guy, so.
No, but you're a penis guy.
Yes. I am a penis guy. Swings back and forth, left to right.
He loves like the penis in the porn. He has to have.
Yeah, it's got to be a good, strong penis. No weird 90-degree bends or weird
vascular
bends.
too.
No, I don't like vascular.
Vascular.
I prefer not to be vascular.
He smells his phone screen when he's looking at
it. Fuck off! You take it too far. Oh, dude, and that makes me want to like dry heave just thinking about my own ball sack smell. Like, no.
Yeah.
Okay, so I told you I thought of a joke in an answer to in a chat when they were talking about it, but then I saw it show up as a meme, and that joke was, "What kind of oh shit, I lost it. Oh, what's gender fluid? Budweiser."
Nice.
It's a good joke. Like we were talking about, you know, the whole everything going on social media, and they were like, "What does gender fluid mean?" And I was like, "Drinking a bud." He was like, "That was good." And then the next day, it's on a fucking meme and in videos, and I'm like, "God damn it!"
You know, it's also gender fluid.
What?
Semen.
Yup. Factual. That's good. So is the mix of nasty different things that come out when a woman squirts.
Semen makes gender.
No, it's not nasty. What?
That's urine.
Yeah, it's about 90% urine. Yeah.
Yeah. The only other 10% is just the vaginal mucus you caused from coitus.
Yep. And we know it too, and we still love it.
Piss.
I see myself in like a slow-mo scene from a pool party.
Looking like you're getting like Jackson Pollock all over, a little bit of scat thrown in there.
No,
you get some new freckles.
Birthing process, Jesus.
Get a couple new freckles.
You know, the first hat every child wears that isn't a C-section is a mom's clitoris.
Even for a baby, it's a small hat.
It depends on the mom. I've seen some pretty not small specific clitorises.
Unless it's what was his name? Was that really little kid? They made like there was a movie, and he was like it was not Benjamin Button, because
that's the backwards in time.
Who grew backwards.
Yeah. Are you talking about the one where that Simpsons episode?
Birch. So Simon Birch.
Yeah,
Simon Birch.
I remember the name of that, but I don't remember the movie.
In the movie, him and his brother jumped into this lake to swim, and the regular sized brother said, "This water's so cold, my balls turn to marbles." And Simon Birch said, "The water's so cold, my balls turn to BBs."
Oh, I saw
and that joke lives rent free in my head.
Yeah, speaking
every
of BBs,
time I step into cold water.
Yeah, every time like on the podcast, Bad Friends, which is that guy from
No, say it right.
What?
Bad Friends.
Bad Friends.
Bad Friends.
Is that how Bobby Lee says it?
That's how the guy who steals jokes from Theo.
From or not from Theo. Yeah, they're definitely doing that.
All right, we gotta cut it short soon. I
know. But he shot a BB gun on the TV on the set of that, and I thought about you and me shooting BB guns in your hallway bedroom in Baltimore.
Yeah,
I thought mentioning the fact that he lived in a hallway would be a nice little touch. He's moving on up in the world. He has a house.
If you make the room 6 inches bigger on all sides, if you make the hallway 6 inches bigger on all sides legally in Baltimore, it's a room. I had like on this tall, skinny, very shaky entertainment center, quote unquote, just a skinny shelf thing was my like 135-pound 12-inch CRT TV that I was using to like play fucking PlayStation 2 and shit.
Yep.
And it leaned, like there was no railing or wall behind it.
No.
If someone coughed too hard as they were walking up the steps, they were getting death by Sony.
I remember tiptoeing up those steps, like going softly, because if you like ran up stomping, it would shake the whole room. All right, last one. So this is something that seriously happened in India. A man holding a Samsung phone he had government information on his phone, and he dropped it into the ocean or a lake or something.
Right.
But he was trying to they drained all 2 million liters of this lake to try and get the phone, but it was too waterlogged, and they ruined.
How many gallons is that?
If I know, man. I don't fucking know.
This is America.
I don't know the conversion rate. I know, but the story was in America.
So you said 270?
270 million liters. Yeah.
Okay, so this is America. So you say 270
freedoms.
270 million 2-liter Coke, or I'm sorry.
Yeah,
135 million 2-liter Coke bottles.
Okay, yeah, that's how much water they drained and dragged from this ocean in order to get the phone, but it was too waterlogged to get any information off of. And I was like, I could have told you that was going to happen the moment he dropped a Sony A1 in there.
Yeah, it's dead.
Like, dude, it's not a flagship phone. It's not waterproof.
You can still take the battery out.
Yeah.
Like, it's not sealed.
No,
if you can take the battery out of it, it's not sealed.
Like, if you get anything below the first 3 models of their highest fucking phones, highest end phones, then you're getting shit phone with like 3 generation old SoCs, system on a chips, and it's got none of those features. Anyways, it was absolutely it cost like $3 billion and get whatever their money is, and like cost them a lot. And it's a hilarious story. You did all that for Samsung is like huge in India because their population is massive.
Well, it's also much closer to Korea than we are.
Yeah, so their phones are cheaper over there. But anyways, for a fact this phone is not going to operate. Even
you can just go to different shops and build a phone.
Yeah, even our phones that are like flagship ones, like if you submerge them, they only last about 30 minutes.
Right.
Like you've got to get them out of there at a certain time. But an A1, as soon as it's like you get a fucking rain droplet on it, it's gonna spaz out and die.
Hey, you know what? we should start figuring out a tagline for how we end this. It used to be you were like, bye-bye. but we like
So now we can't do that.
Didn't do that a lot.
Well, yeah, we used to have the chipmunk thing at the end, which we haven't done.
Well, no, that's not a tagline for the end of the show. That was just little shit that I wanted to fuck around with. But
I fuck 'em.
The one podcast I listened to is my brother and me, and they end it with, and remember, kiss your dad square on the lips. So I I kind of think we need something like that.
I don't endorse that one. I don't want to kiss my dad.
Well, they're in a Vice show, quote unquote. It even says like don't follow their advice in the beginning of the show. They're just,
they're in a Vice show that tells you not to follow their advice.
Yeah, it's just three brothers talking shit and answering Yahoo questions.
Oh, that's a beautiful idea.
And one of them was like, should I kiss my dad on the lips? Because like I still do it, but my older sister's like growing out of it. Like, so and that's where they answered that question in the joking fashion that they always do. And he was like, the guy Justin on the show was like, you know what? I've been looking for an ending tagline for the show, and I think kiss your dad square in the lips. I think that's the one.
Funny.
And so far I'm on episode 180, and at every episode he's like, kiss your dad.
There's
square on the lips.
There's a like Quizlemania. It's like a WrestleMania of quizzes for the channel Wrestle Talk. Or actually, it's their Parts Unknown channel. But
I hated most of the words that just came out of your mouth.
Shut the fuck up. But it's a good show. They're funny. It's funny quizzes, and they have different wrestling media personalities on. But one of them, that like every episode, they mentioned that Tyson O'Neil kisses his son on his lips, and he did it right before he got into the ring. So like he reached over and just kissed some random boy on his lips that was in the stands.
That's not how you solve that. That's not how you fix that problem.
What problem?
Like they were like, it's weird that you kiss your son on the lips. Now I'm gonna kiss a random kid on the lips. That's not how you solve. That's not how you fix that.
That's exacexacerbating.
That is the opposite of fixing how weird you are. So in the end of that,
so bye.
Bye.